Hi everyone. So today's look is a fresh, smoky, dramatic sort of summer ocean storm kind of inspired look. It's just very elongated, smoky eyes because I've been requested to do some very elongated, sultry, smoky eyes. So I hope that you enjoy this tutorial and let's get on with this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to prep and prime my eyes with Urban Decay Primer Potion and Greed. And it's just the gold color. If you have like a gold cream shadow, you can probably prep and prime your eye with any eyelid primer. I actually don't happen to have a gold shadow this color, but I like eyelid primers anyways, so this just sort of reduces too much makeup, which is good for summer. I'm going to take Buxom Stay There eyeshadow in Bulldog, and it's just a really pretty royal bright blue. You don't have to take this step if you don't want to. Like I said, some people don't want to wear too many products in the summertime, but since I personally feel cream products aren't too heavy or weighted, it doesn't really bother me since I already wear eyeshadow primer and cream shadows often regardless. I'm just going to pat that on. I'm going to take a little bit of a pigment. I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Steel Blue. I hope that you can see that in there. It's just this really pretty blue with a tealish undertone, and it's got some gold flecks in it. It's really very unique pigment. I think a good dupe for this is the Sugar Pill Chromolust in Magpie, and that would be not only your cruelty-free but your vegan alternative. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this pigment and some Fix Plus. You could take any like facial toner or whatever in lieu of Fix Plus, or any mixing medium if you don't want to buy from MAC. I just so happen to still have a bottle because I bought backups like late December because I used to swear by that stuff. I also really like the Lush Tea Tree Toner though. Now I'm going to place that all over the lid. I'm not sure if the NYX Pearl Mania loose colors would have a dupe of this. I haven't really searched through them. I actually don't care for them. I've thrown away the couple I did buy because I hated them so much. So it's just my opinion on that. If you like them, that's fine. I'm sure there's a blue. But Sugar Pill's not that expensive, and I do recommend Magpie as a dupe to Steel Blue. I'm going to take MAC eyeshadow in Modellete. And we're just going to take a sort of blender style brush and blend out the crease. That way the wet cream shadows and the loose wet pigment don't like gather up into the crease. Plus it doesn't look all like mushed down below the crease, so. So if you can hear the baby doggy barking, he doesn't like it when I'm in another room. Now for the very outer corner, I'm just going to take a little bit of a black, and I'm just going to use a little bit of Urban Decay Zero. You don't have to add black to your look if you don't want to. I know some people are like very not into wearing black with a summer look. And I'm just going to blend that up into the edges of Modellete. This isn't even like the deepest black though, because it's got sort of like a equivalent of a Veluxe pearl finish, so it's really not the harshest of blacks I've ever worked with, so I don't think that's like too much for a black shadow. I'm going to take a little bit of Stila's Pore Perfecting, I always call it Pore Perfecting, Perfecting Concealer and a blender brush. They must have a Pore Perfecting Concealer, or somebody must, because I like to keep calling it that. And just blend that out. And that'll really soften it up. You could really see the two differences in the brow bones. I think I want to keep this fairly monochromatic, at least like as far as the whole crease and the overall eye look go. So I'm going to be using a little bit of scratch through the inner area of the crease. You can stop here if you really wanted to and just add some eyeliner, but I just almost feel like a space or a chunk of the eye look is taken out, so not my favorite look. Some people like to leave like gaps where there's no shadows, and they are more than welcome to do so if that pleases them. I'm going to take a little bit of Underground, which is that sort of nutty taupey brown. You can get like any sort of Wet n Wild like neutrals that look similar to these. I don't think I've used anything in this tutorial as of yet that you can't get in any other brand. Just kind of like what I like to do for tutorials. I don't like to do undupable tutorials, really. So I just go with the products I have, because that's kind of what I have, you know. And I'm just going to blend out that. So yeah, scratch and Underground for like the final transition. Now to polish off the brow bone, this step is super optional since we technically have a couple highlighters, the Concealor and then the Urban Decay Greed, but I always like to sort of blend out my brow bone. I'm going to be taking a little bit of MAC's Champale highlighter. Usually the major difference between like a face highlighter or a brow bone highlighter is how they are milled, but I do think Shea Lame is very finely milled. You could take any facial highlighter though, or any highlighter though, anything sort of soft, pretty, and peachy. So we'll just apply the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. Kind of fling it up. A little bit of Urban Decay's 24/7 liner in 0. And we're just going to line the lower waterline. And the upper waterline just a little bit of the way. It doesn't need to be straight through. The eye's like more likely to water and get irritated if you go straight through. I just like to go like as safe and gentle on my eyes as possible. I might wear certain like shades or whatever that aren't like, don't have a history being gentle on other people's eyes, but I wouldn't wear anything that irritates my eyes. So I've already applied my Kiss lashes in number 5, which are just these straight across dense lashes. And I went over the top of the lash line with the Stila Stay All Day again, just to conceal any gaps or glue. And these are just like $3.50 from the drugstore, so super inexpensive, super pretty. I pull the lashes out prior to application. I hate those strings. I hate them. I don't think they work. It's part of the product gimmick, but the lashes are really nice. Now I'm going to take NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese, and we're going to highlight the brow, or not the brow bone, the Cupid's bow, the chin, just going to sort of buff that in. Blend it out. There's still a little cream bronzer, as you may have picked up on my brush, but it's kind of like blending in and blending out the highlight pretty nicely. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Urban Decay's Cream Ultra Glide Blush in Indecent, and it's just a light peach. Probably won't be too apparent on top of the bronzer because it's literally like all of the cheeks, but that's okay. We don't want anything too extreme. The eyes are already pretty dark. Now for the lips, I'm going to keep it light and fresh, and we're going to use a little bit of Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner in Illegal. Now I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Luster lipstick in Myself. This came out with All Ages, All Races, All Sexes 2010, I believe. I don't think it came out in 2009. This was like right after Warm and Cozy, so yeah, I think it's the beginning of 2010. MAC has a plethora of nudes, otherwise I wouldn't have pulled this out. A good dupe would be Blankety, although the finish would be much different. Viva Glam Gaga 2 would be like this, but more yellow. And a plethora of companies make like a bronzy nude, so it does not have to be Myself unless you bought Myself. I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Oh Baby Lip Glass, which is literally a bronze with rainbow shimmer. If you like Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy, I believe they have a gloss in their Junkie formula and a number of their other formulas as well. So any bronze gloss will do. All the colors I took were not very overly original. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this look, and I had a lot of fun doing it, so thanks for watching.